Well, the murder trial continues today for the New Hampshire man accused of killing his wife while on a wedding anniversary vacation in Vermont. Joseph Ferlazzo faces up to life in prison if convicted in the 2021 death of Emily Jean. ABC 22's Matt Holderman recaps what was talked about today.
Day 2 of the Ferlazzo murder trial saw the state call multiple more witnesses up to the stand, including Vermont State Police detectives who interviewed Joseph Ferlazzo and have record of him admitting that he killed his wife, Emily.
What is the approximate total time that you spoke to Mr. Ferlazzo on the 19th?
Chittenden County State's Attorney Sarah George calling Detective Sergeant James Voris up to testify first, discussing some of the conversation and documents he shared with Ferlazzo during the interview. One piece of evidence shown was a drawing Joseph made for the detectives while at the barracks, showing the layout of his and Emily's camper and labeling where inside the vehicle Emily was.
Emily's geolocation data was consistent with being at Bolton Friday evening.
Later taking the stand was Amy Nolan, the trooper who caught Ferlazzo at the convenience store in St. Albans. Surveillance video was shown along with photos taken of Ferlazzo at the barracks and some of the items police later found inside the Ferlazzo's RV. Nolan describes the initial encounter.
He seemed, quite tense, again, sort of deer in the headlights. Do I run? Do I freeze? Do I fight? I said, Joseph, it's you, right? Are you okay?
Okay. And what did he do in reply?
He took his drink down and his body language sort of deflated. And he said, no, I'm not okay.
Meanwhile, Ferlazzo's public defender, Margaret Jansch, asked the detectives questions trying to make the point that Joseph was going through a mental health crisis when he was interviewed and confessed, and that he wasn't in the right state of mind to talk to police. Before the trial, the defense tried redacting the interview as evidence for that reason, but the court ruled it could still be shown to the jury.
You didn't think that his statements to the effect that he wasn't thinking clearly was enough to stop the interview, did you?
I did not.
Jansch also arguing that Joseph acted out of self-defense when killing Emily, and that he feared for his life during an argument and physical altercation with her. Therefore, she's asked the jury to find him not guilty of first-degree murder. The trial is expected to last another 2 weeks, and in that time, Joseph is expected to take the stand. In Burlington, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.